So here we are at the Burma border, Myanmar border. There's not really much to see here, to be honest with you. These three pillars are actually the three pagodas of Three Pagoda Pass. So not a lot to see at all really. Although these pillars are of quite a lot of importance to the Burmese and the Thais. This is the border crossing. Just have a look. I'm not going to even try to get over. Although it might be interesting to go into Burma. I'm not sure how old these pillars are, but I think they date back to around about the 1500s. But again, that's a bit of a guess. Okay, so now we've returned to Sangkhlaburi, about 15 kilometres from the border, and this is the lookout which looks out over the river. Well, the river and what is now quite a huge reservoir. As with many things in Thailand, it involves going down a lot of steps, which you then have to come back up afterwards. Going down's okay. Onward. Okay, so we reach the bottom and we find out that the view is quite limited, but we haven't actually reached the bottom. There's another set of steps to my left hand side. This is the flight of steps from the air. Put the drone up and took a few drone shots. There'll be a lot more of these at the end of the video. As you can see, there is quite a number of steps, so I thought it'd be wise to walk back up the pathway, a gently sloping path. The views from the lookout point is somewhat disappointing, to be honest with you. Yeah, it gives you a nice view of what's around you, but you can get a better view by actually going to the bridge itself. You certainly won't be getting a wheelchair up these ramps anyway. This is incredibly hard. I can't believe how steep this is. I'm out of breath, I'm knackered. Okay, back to the car park. Well, so here we are at one of the local temples, which is apparently a very important temple to the Mon people, the people that actually live in this area. That is both Burmese and Thai. Seems to be attached to a school, and this is the temple. Quite elaborate. inside is being renovated, so we can't go inside, it's full of builders. But as you see from the outside, it's quite ornate. All different Buddha statues in each alcove. Again, these statues will represent something, but I don't know what they represent. There's usually a meaning behind all of these things. And finally, we come to the bridge, the Mon Bridge, which is the major attraction of this area. But to be honest, the countryside surrounding it is absolutely stunning. It is rainy season at the moment, but apparently there's not been a lot of rain this year, and the reservoir is quite low. But there's rain around now. So these floating houses are obviously where a lot of the locals live. There is a little village as well. Well, I say a little village, it's quite a decent sized town now. This lake stretches back to a hydroelectric dam, and I'm guessing that that's 40 kilometres, 50 kilometres downstream. And here's another little bridge right next to the main bridge. All these bridges do have a purpose. They are used daily by the locals, and they're not merely there for tourists.